Coming
cream
off
of
of a L.
newspaper and paper towels. I mean, oyster mushrooms are really aggressive. Coffee waste can be used. Just like simple pasteurization of those substrates is really all that's needed for it to be effective. So it doesn't need to be expensive or a costly system to sterilize.
Coming off of a sim loss.
Yeah, maybe one day we will do portobellos
Gotta
or buttons,
redeem
but
myself.
definitely really enjoy doing the gourmet and specialty mushrooms. All the colors, different shapes,
Gotta
sizes that
do
you
it
can
right
get,
here, right now.
and also the medicinal benefits that they offer are far greater
But I need my
than what you
lighter.
find in like a portobello or camini mushroom or button mushroom.
Found some
These are
old
the mushrooms
weed.
that contain those anti-cancer, anti-tumor benefits, those immunomodulating, immune system enhancing benefits. So these are the mushrooms that I like to eat, and I hope you do too.
Often called the mushroom of immortality, reishi is the top-selling nutraceutical mushroom species worldwide. In nature, it grows on hardwood trees and is well known for supporting general wellness and vitality. Reishi has been shown to be a potent immune system regulator and stress reducer and is frequently used in traditional Chinese medicine. Taken in the evening, reishi can help calm the body, giving you a peaceful night's sleep so you can wake up feeling fully refreshed and ready to take on the day.
This is called Ganoderma Cecile. This is a reishi species from Palmer Woods near Michigan. It's a beautiful species of reishi. It produces these nice anthers and conchs that are really desirable. And this mushroom is mainly used for the medicinal benefits. We can take it and brew it into a tea or make tinctures out of it and utilize it for the health properties or health enhancing benefits that this mushroom offers. It's been used by Eastern medicine for about 4,000 years, so definitely good for a lot of things, and it's known as the mushroom of immortality. We'll just cut these mushrooms off. They're really woody compared to most mushrooms. Most mushrooms are 90% water and 10% tissue. This mushroom here is 70% water and 30% tissue, so it makes a real woody mushroom.
It's alright, it's alright.
Can't be sauteed or cooked. It really needs to be boiled down into a tea to get all those goodies
You
out of
got
it.
some smoke.
So I'm just trimming near the base right now, getting all these. We had a lot of demand for reishi. I wasn't growing that much of it at first, and then I kind of was just doing it for personal, and then I brought some out to the farmers market and just kind of started sharing with people. And from there,
Let's see if we can get this
got a
dub.
huge demand. Everybody asking for it. And
What's the
recently,
report?
with
What's
a
the
lot of
scouting
things that are
report?
going on, everybody really wants reishi mushrooms just because of the immune modulating benefits and the health enhancing properties that this mushroom offers. So yeah, depending on demand, if a mushroom's not selling too good, if we don't see it doing too good, we'll just trim back on demand and just grow what we need. I'm starting to see more specialty mushrooms available as they're gaining popularity. A lot of people are catching on to a lot of the knowledge that comes with specialty mushrooms and health benefits. So we're supplying a couple grocery stores out here in Phoenix. AJ's Fine Foods is one of them, and two other grocery stores in the East Valley called the Superstition Ranch Farm Market. And people love them. People are excited to be able to try something new and not your typical average run of the mill button or portobello mushroom. Something that has more flavor, and you can kind of get creative with some of these mushrooms and really do something unique.
We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas.
All right, we got the rock first. See if we can set the tone in our favor.
Katie York sent to get this one started. And off we go from Dallas. Kickoff taken at the 13. It's an excellent return, but he gets popped at the end of it. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Hand off to the back.
I fucked that up. They gave it to us.
Several defenders nearby to
My
hold him
fault,
off.
fellas.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. A give left side, here's Robinson. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Running this one left. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he drives this across
fucked that up.
midfield and
Could have been
down
a better
into enemy
run.
territory. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Good shit.
And they're going to bring him down at the 36. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They'll run here on 1st down. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Working quickly here. 2nd and 8.
Oh, good D.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Vikings will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. Now it really sets the
And we got a
stage
nice
for
drive
what
going,
you
too.
love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
Offense to the line for 2nd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. On the move, headed right.
Good D, good D.
The ball does, and the hit knocks it
I thought he
free.
had that motherfucker. I was about to be soft.
First time this game they've
Good
looked
D,
to him.
fellas.
And that brings up 4th and long. Love that call, Brock, going for the slant route, trying to move the chains, but the defense read it all the way. They had somebody right there ready to knock that ball
Good
out.
hit.
You know, if there's one thing consistent with you, Kate, you do love that route.
I love that route, man.
You love the
Love
slant.
that
I know.
route.
It's from your childhood of watching Jerry
All right,
and
let's
Joe
get
and the
right.
Niners do it
Yes,
so
sir.
well. But this defense, they knew what was coming, and he was able to separate that slant from the ball before they could ever get going.
That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense.
Brown rice flour technique, some people call it. The technique that started
on first down, they'll run. The flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. But partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard.
It's probably one of the easiest ways that anyone can breed a new variety of mushrooms. In order to start off using a PF tech, you need to have 4 things. So on this piece of this here, I have 2 different variants of smoky mushrooms or Funulina species.
Airing it out on first down.
Oh, my
way
goodness.
behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are in the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just fling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
After the sack, another pass on second down. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
And sterilized in a jar with an injection port and a syringe filter to allow.
He'll throw it. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend.
That's my fault.
That pressure earned that
got him on the next.
incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And they get to this one just shy of the opposing 30-yard line. Here's first and 10 from the 34. From the shotgun, McCarthy. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside.
That's a good hard
He
run.
works this to the 38 before going down.
Okay.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
In a good spot here, second and inches. Another carry for him. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes could turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Third and just 2 to go. McCarthy throwing here. Pass is caught by Addison. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First down, ball at the 36. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. That one's complete, right side.
Shit.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down.
The commercial strain that I got with the Bears might be a receptive version of an inoki mushroom because they're really white, slow-growing, but they have a very long...
We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They're advancing it well as they face second down. Now it's McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Back to the air. McCarthy. Plays beyond the marker. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
Sure.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here.
Good shit. Bad angle, too. Good shit, good shit.
And he'll bring it to the end zone.
All right, we got a
Touchdown,
game.
Minnesota. The Vikings get the game's first points here in the second. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Now it's York to kick this one away.
This is going to be the better
This is
squad.
taken in at the 13. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Petri dish and hydrated, and I'm just going to give them a nice steak. So right now,
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. They will take that execution every time.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
now I'm just drawing up as many scores as I can.
Going right side, Robinson with it. Jukes out a one-stop.
Good run.
The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Escapes a defender. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. That's good for Cowboys, 1st down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Vaughn running dead ahead.
Come
He's
on,
only
B.
going to manage to get back to the line. Quiddy Pay there to take him down. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And they
Shit.
catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that gives them 1st and goal.
Good shit. Come on, why they ain't ready?
They'll try and punch it in.
Good shit.
A tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Gets them a couple there in a very good spot now with 2nd and goal from the 1.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. He gets crushed behind the line.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's picked out by the Vikings, going the other way.
Wow.
And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
That is big time. I mean, that is a play that just
Dang.
lights up this stadium and certainly lights up that defense. They didn't
That's
just
crazy.
hold them out of the end zone. They take the ball away with a dominant stop, too.
Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. He's got a gain of 6 there.
Dang.
Malik Hooker with the tackle. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Receiver in motion, going left. Here's McCarthy to throw. Has his man. It's Addison. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Yeah, fellas.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. Easy way to do it, catches just like that. Going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. McCarthy operating from the pistol. He puts everything behind this one. He's got it deep downfield.
Why don't you recover, my nigga?
For them before being taken down.
You know, Kit, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. He's got him, that's Addison. And they finally bring him down, but
what
that is
the
a
fuck,
big
man?
gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down. We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T.
What the fuck going on? That fumble fucked us up, man.
Pushing for a score before the break.
Damn, fellas.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing it again here.
Look at this pick.
Near the goal line.
Come on.
And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. The Cowboys signaling for their 1st time out, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Come on, fellas. The fuck?
Dobbins. And he's in for the touchdown. The Vikings grow their lead just before halftime.
It's more than a game now, fellas. Comeback score.
York now for the extra
we
point.
at the crib, too. That's crazy.
The point after splits the uprights.
Give a fuck about them being
And the Vikings
2-0.
double their lead to 14.
Let's go. I got the better squad, man.
On now is York to kick this one away. This taken from the 12. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
You have to be really observant while you're throwing out the PF tech, because they start from score, and you can see right here.
They'll come out throwing.
That
one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Good deep. God
That's
damn.
knocked away by a defender. Incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Here he is on 3rd and long.
Shit.
That's going to fall
Good shit.
incomplete. Either way, he was breaking
See
it
that
up.
move.
Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down. The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game.
take about 7 to 10 days to
All right, defense, y'all gonna have to step up. My offense ain't holding it down for me.
Another Cowboys score, so 1 score is their name. Find another competitive there. Clan connections, all of them just fuse together. They change their genetic information, and that creates a new phenotype or a new
Ball at the 33 for first down.
expression of a genetic combination.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. On target to Dobbins. The defenders are there to get him at the line. Play stopped by Damone Clark.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. McCarthy looking to throw. Cut out left.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10.
God.
For the open man's downfield.
Get the fuck
And they
out of
catch
here.
up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Working inside the red zone. Completed right side to Addison. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Beautiful.
That's
They spared
halftime
us.
of this contest. We'll join
About to
both
do that.
teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports
All right, let me
in
see if I
just a
can redeem
moment.
myself. Fuck.
These in there and soak them, usually overnight, or even just a good dunk is probably good enough.
All right, defense, we need you to step up.
Smells like cool water.
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half.
Let's do what they did.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. He fields it from the 8. This return makes it up to the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. The give now out of the shotgun. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Hurt his ass.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
They give it to him again.
Mm.
To work in the 35. Inside
That's
the
good.
45. At
Shit,
the
we
20.
got one.
He does it.
Oh,
Touchdown, Minnesota.
shit.
The Vikings grow the lead coming out of halftime. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam,
Yeah,
got
but
through it,
he gotta
and
get
he
his
was
ass
gone.
back.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Now he's York to kick this one away.
You're getting Twinkie, fellas.
Return starts from the 16. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
All right, we ain't got to get crazy. Still some time.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. Here's the handoff. And he's cut after a gain of about 2. That's George Karlaftis who got there for the stop. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. A handoff for Robinson, running right. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
Back inside.
Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now.
We're going for all these.
They'll throw it. Short pass brought in.
Good shit, they're hustling.
And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Offense in the hurry up here. From the red zone now. He brings it in. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Nice and noise. My dear backside is doing its thing.
Now give
Good shit.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal.
And then I'll just pop that on.
Robinson on the inside.
Damn, man.
And the defense is all over this one. For
I better
big
get
loss.
in this motherfucking zone, man.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
These ones could have used a little extra time, but I do see that the whole case.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal.
So the next step is going to be cutting out our trays.
Looking to the air here.
Good
He
shit.
will score. Touchdown, Dallas.
Bad in the motherfucker.
The Cowboys start the 2nd half with some needed points. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys get it back to a 14-point game. Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again.
Last one on the sim, that was a motherfucking good game I played last game. All right.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
On the comeback side, let's see if I can come back and get the dub on this one.
First and 10 now from the 30. Lone back gets the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Back to the well again. And he gains ground to the 33 before being stopped. A gain of 4 for them. That sets up 3rd and 7.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action.
Let's go, D.
And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Get in there. Get in there.
He has
Fuck.
the first over the middle.
Good shit.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Come on, man.
It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. Jukes
Come
one
on,
to
you know what
Vader.
they're doing.
And he's brought down after a nice
Come on,
gain
man.
and a first down.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
First and 10. Here's McCarthy. He'll get this to Jefferson. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he found a gap to take this down to the 28. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 28. Watson with the catch. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Down to the 10. We'll take it in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd.
You off to a
It's
bad
what
start,
every player who
fellas.
scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
York tacks on that extra point. And the Vikings stretch their lead to 21.
This could very well be over with, fellas.
On now is York to kick this one away. Return coming here from the 12. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
You shouldn't have to miss it or anything if the hydration from the perlite is cracked.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Vikings get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
He cuts it right sideline. There's room to run. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done. Three quarters in the books from this one. It's the Vikings with it to begin the 4th. And thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Fights off the Tampa.
Let me get the rock. Oh my goodness.
And the offense recovers. They can still advance it. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
He couldn't get the rock.
Ooh, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble. And he finds him in the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings keep adding to that fourth-quarter lead. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
York now for the extra point.
Oh, fucking Super Bowl champ.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings grow their lead yet again.
Might make a little bit more sense.
Give a shout out to Mike O.T. It's a probiotic drink from Florida.
All right.
On now is York to kick this one away.
At the farmer's market, so I just wanted to give a shout out. I'm not promoting
Short
them
kick
or
here,
anything.
fielded
I
at the
thought this was a
15.
really neat product. It's essentially
They'll
the
begin from the 36
liquid
as the returner's brought
mycelium,
down.
almost like kombucha, and I think that it's a really cool concept. So I just wanted to try it out and share my thoughts. All right. So I thought it would be a little bit more carbonated.
The
than it
Cowboys
is.
have it in great field position as they come up to the line,
This one
1st and 10.
particular is
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. No one around. He's got space. And the Vikings take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
The characteristics I'm looking for. Got a few potato dextrose here that I'm going to use to clone my favorite.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
Throwing on 3rd, McCarthy. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Katie York now on for the field goal. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Kickoff taken at the 13. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 30.
So I'll just kind of give us a nice close-up here. And you can see that there's even pins forming on this little guy. This little section here is actually pinning, so that's still healthy substrate. It just broke off from this main tape. So I'll take these out and kind of go through my observations.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Beat us up like that.
All right, here we go, 2nd down.
At the crib.
Mushroom with more of a
First throw for the backup now. Short throw
Almost
is
another
dropped.
pick.
This one's incomplete.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
So that's a great sign.
Third and long for him here.
Sector of my opinion.
That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
That's going to be one.
To throw here on first down. He fires one deep down the left sideline.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Although it's very tiny, look at that.
They'll throw it again.
Thank
And that's
you.
incomplete.
I
And he's
appreciate
happy
that.
to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It'll be 3 total on the play. 4th and 7 now.
Number 2.
This play ain't worked yet.
And then let's come over to the third cake, which has a lot of pins.
They'll try and throw it here. Throw left side, complete. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Handoff now from the gun. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Another carry for him. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Really healthy. No key clusters. I'm not seeing any contamination.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Vikings looking at a 3-0 start to the season.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Has his man. It's Addison. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Here we go with Dobbins. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see, because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first.
There wasn't a lot there for him, but he did what he needed to do. Go get that first down. Picked up the short gain, didn't risk a big loss. Looking for a bigger lane elsewhere.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Tight end gets it running forward. And he rocks the tackler. And they bring him down around the 34. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
They'll run here on first down. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Bad game, fellas. Bad game. He was not ready.
So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. And they're continuing to survive among the final.
There's my sterile tissue right on the end of that blade. I'm not going to cut into this site because that would just bring all those contaminants, potential contaminants from the outside of the mushroom onto the edge of the blade. So I'm just being careful to focus on that sterile tissue on the inside of the site.
Some loss in this league. That's
And
what
it's pretty
happened.
linear tissue, so you can just cut
Or was this to come back?
down, and then if you cut horizontally,
That's the league where dude ain't even active. Fuck it.
you can get a decent piece of tissue